It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine.
But nice if I could touch your body. I know not everybody has got a body like you, but I gotta think twice before I give my heart away. And I know all the games you play because I play them too, baby. Here we go again. Working up a sweat. Let's go show the guys that we know how to become number one in a hot body show. Now push it. This one goes out to the one I love. This one goes out to the one I've left behind. Push it, come over here.
Cheese and pickle. Basic.
Okay, kids, time for bed. Come on, I'll tuck you in a little bit. Oh, hi. Welcome. You're just in time for the party. Would you like a cheese puff?
No.
How about a little wine?
No.
You can be anything you want to be there.
You can see anything you want to see there.
There's excitement in the air for you and me there. Fancy free there, take your family there, but you've got to be there.
Yeah.
You just got to be there. You'll feel free there. You'll be what you want to be. See what you want to see. 7 holes the key there. Be there.
Oh, honestly, there's nothing funny about men in wigs.
Just you and me there. You just got to be there. Got to be there. Be there. The time is now. Be there.
You've got to be there.
Yeah.
You just got to be there. You'll feel free there. Be what you want to be. See what you want to see. There'll be you and me there. Be there.
Hello customers, it's nearly 6 o'clock. Pack up and piss off.
Believe me, this first section is strictly for laughs. I mean, some of these scenes are so funny, you're gonna laugh your sides off.
The night has been horrendous. It has been something I've never come across in all my years on this earth.
Hello!
Oh, hello, my darlings. It's been a while, hasn't it?
It's been ages.
Oh, it's been an age.
Oh, but before we start, a word from our sponsors.
Now it's yours and my time. Gonna have a good time. So open up your eyes to a big surprise. A place you thought you knew but won't recognize.
Live a life in a day, however long you stay.
Waiting for you, you're a part of it too. Have the time of your life, make your dreams come true. Got to see it to believe it. Go there, you won't want to leave it. Black moon, go for it. Black moon, go for it. Black moon, go for it.
Well, that was misleading. I didn't think that was Blackpool.
Proudly sponsored by Blackpool.
I thought it was somewhere in America.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, darlings.
Right, before we begin, so serious note. We want to send massive love to our Wig Slingback stalwart and our sister-in-law. So Marcia, who you will all know from the Wig Slingback chat. Marcia is she's not very well. She's poorly. She's very poorly. She's gone into hospital. And she's having a very difficult time of it, as is my brother Ewan, who's supporting her through this. So we are sending a massive amount of love to Marcia and to Ewan.
So lots of love to Master and Ewan.
So everyone, send good vibes to Marcia. And we hope you're all right soon.
We love you, Marcia.
Love you. So, we're back.
We're back. Well, we've been busy. You've been away, haven't you?
I've been away.
Where did you go?
I went to Oman, and I went to Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi. And then you came back and Peggy wasn't very well, was she?
No, we've had a difficult time with Peggy. So, the last you'll have known of Peggy's escapades was that she jailbreaked and ran all the way up the stairs and came in here. And then what happened after that was that I carried her downstairs after we'd finished and put her back downstairs and closed the baby gate again.
Yeah.
Came back up to turn all this stuff off. Rod, Jane and Freddie, I think, were still playing.
They were.
And Alan was taking off his makeup because I think he'd been pan pie that night. And he was just taking his makeup off and Peggy was back up here.
Back up.
But
that didn't cause the problems that she had a few
no,
days
so
later.
we were like, she's doing really well. She's back. She's back
she hadn't
to
had
normal.
She hadn't had a seizure for about 6 weeks, had she? About 2
Maybe
months.
a bit more.
And then she wasn't very well, was she? She was.
No, she started vomiting.
And then she's had a whole day of fits, hasn't she?
Yeah, she had about 7 in one day.
Like 7 in like 10 hours.
And we thought that was it.
We thought, oh, she's on her way out. And then the lovely vet, we saw the lovely vet again, Amy, and did blood tests and things on her.
Yeah, so she's had blood tests, and she's had her belly shaved because she's had like a scan, like a pregnant woman has,
on her little liver,
to see what's going on. And so the diagnosis isn't good. There's no.
It's the same as before. So the seizures just happen every so often.
So Peggy is in palliative care.
Yeah. So she's just finishing a round of antibiotics.
Yeah, 'cause she had a water infection, which might have been what made her ill, which might have then triggered the seizures. She's also got something going on with her liver. Is it a liver?
Yeah.
A growth, a patch.
Mm-hmm.
We could discover what it is by having surgery and things like that, and CAT scans and MRI scans. But she's too old to go through all that.
She's too old to be put under anaesthetic.
And the vet said it would just be academic.
And the healing would be such a hard slog for her, wouldn't it? She wouldn't be able to walk, and she'd be in pain.
So it's just keeping her going, keeping her alive, keeping her happy
with the meds and stuff. And I mean, only about an hour ago, she was on the carpet doing a little back dance.
So she's sort of back to normal again, but it's not. She'll never be normal again, and she's always going to have to be on pills now.
And as I've said before, I thought she wasn't going to be here at Christmas, at Valentine's Day after Christmas, because she was so bad at Christmas.
Yeah. So we are.
But she surprises us all.
We are, in the words of Madonna, cherishing every day.
Yeah. She's busy downstairs watching EastEnders.
But yeah, last week she wasn't well at all.
No.
And we were just exhausted when we were from it.
And she was. I mean, Wednesday was the day that we normally come on, and that was the day we were giving all their meds, weren't we?
Yeah, I think that was. I can't remember.
About 11,
I think that might have been when she had her scan as well.
11 pills a day. But she's good. She sends you all her love.
Let's have a look. We have some messages coming in from Marcia. So Marcia's not watching tonight. She is drugged up somewhere in hospital, I think. But Ewan is going to show her this tomorrow. So we have a message from Marcia. Tracy30 sending love to Marcia and Ewan. Jason Darcy sends big love. Dale Ibbotson sending love. Coral Daft, loads of love to Marcia and Ewan. Linda LaHughes, a.k.a. Lucy, sending all our love. BG Bear sending positive karma and love. Helen from Hull, Dinner Lady, sending love. Nibbles and Bubbles sending so much love. Pauline Grant sending tons of good wishes to Marcia and Ewan. Karen Brown from America sending healing wishes and vibes to your sister. Vibes? I don't know if that's vibes. I thought it might be an American term. To your sister-in-law. And over here, Gabs Chassé, thinking the good for you.
Little Rose.
So lots of love to Marcia, and there's lots of love coming in for Peggy as well. But let's see who's in.
Let's see who's come back to see us.
Let's mark the register.
After a long holiday. Yeah. It's like back to school. Have you got new shoes on?
Tracy30 is first in, and she says, hello to Alan, Jamie, and Sweet Peggy, and the Facebook Snug. Hope everyone's having a great weekend so far. Mr. Venus says, hiya, dolls.
Hey, dolls.
No, I think we're seeing Mr. Venus in a week or so.
Really?
I think so.
Mr. Venus and Will coming up.
I think Mr. Venus is coming with Ma Venus.
Oh, is Will not coming?
No, I think Will's got to stay to look after the pets. So I think Mama Venus is coming.
Mama Venus.
Mama Venus. Mama Venus. She's a fire.
Your desire.
Jason Darcy's here.
Oh, we'll be seeing her in a week, won't we?
She's packing 10 denier tights, body stocking, flip-flops.
And she had her hair done.
Bubbles is nipping in and out. She's in the midst of writing school reports. Oh, she's been writing those reports for about 2 weeks.
Oh, Sandra should do better. C+.
But Shari also says it's just Bubbles because Mr. Nibbles is off being a thespian.
No, what, again?
Oh. And Jason Darcy says he thinks Brandy tried that one. She did. She didn't like
Thespianism.
it. Yeah, she didn't like it. She likes battered sausage, not cod supper.
Sherry, on the other hand.
Joel Hazeltine is here, waving his hand and popping in.
Hi, Joel.
Followed by Jason Darcy giving us the old special, Who's Leaving Who?
Is it me? Is it you?
We are immersed in 80s music at the moment.
Oh, we
We're
are.
getting ready for our prom.
For those who are attending next week, you'll find out.
The question of the week is, so who are you? Where are you?
Where are you? Where are you? Let's be having you!
And what's your full order at the Chippy? Actually, we're at the Chippy. Firstly, what are the must-wears at the Chippy?
You see, going to the Chippy, I think there's two ways of going to Chippy.
Tell me how I do my hair. What would I have done?
Yeah. Oh, you've done a plait. Quite nice, is that?
I've done a plait.
I think trips to the Chippy. Trips to the Chippy. There's different trips. You've got a note, you've got a list for all the family, and you stick to that list, don't you? You sometimes hand it over.
I'd never go to the Chippy with a list. Never ever in my life has I ever been to a Chippy.
Well,
with a list.
you're posh, aren't you?
We maybe went to phone a meal for a Chinese meal with a list.
I bet you had your own Chippy at the end of your house, on the end of the garden. Well, we used to go to the Chippy for my mum.
With a list?
With a list. You hand it. Sometimes when you're too young, you hand it over. They take the list and prepare it. Then there's I'm going to pop to Chippy. I don't know what I'm going to have. It's there that you just scan and make your mind up there.
And what's in your hand while you're scanning?
Your purse. And for those who follow me on Instagram, you'll know my name there is Chippy Slippers, which is what I created years ago. Slippers that you can walk to the Chippy there and back safely and comfortably in.
You do see women wearing them in the Chippy.
We're not talking like soft sole slippers.
Pre-croc.
We're talking slippers with a good sole, but they're still a slipper, but they can get you to the Chippy and back.
Purse in hand.
Yeah.
Face scanning.
Possibly a long cardigan with a pocket.
Do you remember
now, because you got to pay extra bags, a bag rolled up.
Do you remember I had those pictures of Melania Trump? Now, we're complicit. Not our favourite person now, but pictures of Melania Trump, because she has this face always. And it said, Melania has a face of someone who's looking at the Chippy menu, but not sure what they're going to have. Right, Tracy 30 is from New York. She's having large chips, battered sausage. She says she has tried them. They're divine.
Tracy, do they have chippies in America?
No, they don't.
Just diners.
You can go to a proper, you'd have to go to somewhere that's themed a British Chippy. Pauline Grant is here. She says, hi, everyone. Andrew Chapman is here, and hello, Andrew. He says he's in Corby, and he'd have large cod, chips, and curry sauce.
Oh, that's a classic, isn't it?
Mr. Darcy's in Bristol. He'd have cod and chips, maybe a battered sausage for later. Not a Savoy. Mr. Venus. Oh, I've got to get my Scottish accent on. He'd have Old Reekie and my Chippy tea Scotch pie. Oh no, he's in Old Reekie. And his Chippy tea is Scotch pie, mince pie, or steak pie, and mash, or garlic bread.
Do they do mash at Chippies?
I've got to get... What's the woman in Downton that does a Scottish accent? I can do quite a good one of her, can't I?
Oh, what's her name?
The one who carries the keys.
Yeah.
Mrs. Summit.
Oh, I've forgotten her name now.
Anyone else is here? Andrew Jones is in.
Hello, dolls. How are you?
Pauline Grant is currently in Devon.
Oh,
Pauline's often in America, isn't she?
Having Devon tea.
She'd order cod and an extremely small portion of chips. We often share a large portion. Andrew, Bisto and Claudia are all in Stourbridge. Chippy tea is haddock, chips, mushy peas. This is what I wanted. I wanted full menu.
Yeah.
Haddock chips, mushy peas, slice of bread and butter, not orange chips they serve round there, just normal chippy chips.
I like the fact that he's got the haddock for the cats. Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
with
tail end. Give the
Okay.
cat tail end.
Shari's Bubbles in Scarborough. She'd have small fish and chips, scraps, small fish, small chips, scraps.
Yeah.
Chips, curry sauce, and scraps.
Okay.
Or full chips, curry sauce, and scraps.
Yeah. Scraps, of course, are crispy bits.
Nibbles and Bubble. Andrew says, I forgot about scraps. And then Tracy pipes in with, what are scraps?
For a fight.
Jason Rigby is here. Hello, my love.
darling.
He is in Leicester, and he'd have a bag of chips with lots of salt and vinegar. Here we go. And a can of original Iron Brew.
He's the first to talk about the drinking.
Now, I do remember Chippies when I was a lad, and you'd get a glass bottle of pop.
Possibly
Corona, and you'd return that bottle for a 10p.
deposit for 10p.
And they do that in Ireland now.
Yeah.
If you buy a can, you pay an extra 15p.
And if if you're out playing with your mates and you spent all your pocket money,
you'd go and find
you
a bottle.
saw one of them bottles in a ditch or in somebody's back garden or front garden, you'd nick it.
Do you remember you'd also find jazz mags?
No.
Timmy Alexis is bursting over here, and she's taking my eye. She says you've already done what you'd ordered from the Chippy before, girls.
Have we really?
I think we have, but not in as much depth. We've done takeaway food.
We might have done Chippy before, but it's a classic.
It's
isn't
a
it?
classic. Dale's here, Dale Ibbotson. Katie N is in.
She's been in hospital as well, hasn't she?
Katie's been in hospital this week. Katie, we're glad you're home.
Sending you love as well, dolls, because you've had a bit of a rough week.
7 Network says hello to everyone and says don't forget to hit like. Yeah, hit like, people. Yeah. There's over 50 of you watching and only 20 of you like it.
You wouldn't believe what help it does us.
Yeah. Carl is here. Hi, Carl.
Carl.
Linda LaHughes has arrived as well. Katie is in bed. She'd have a patty. Alan, explain.
Patty is, it's from a whole thing, but I think it's moved over to Scarborough now. And it's just like it's vegetarian. Mashed potato. We have done this. I talked about.
We've talked about patty about being from childhood.
Mashed potato with sort of sage in it.
In batter.
In like a batter, like a little cake, like a fish cake with no fish in it.
Deep fried, not vegetarian, because everything round here is fried in beef dripping. So I can't even have chips around here. Katie would have a patty, chips, curry sauce, and a tango apple.
Oh, that sounds nice, doesn't it?
I'd always go for a Dr. Pepper nowadays from
Burdock.
From a Chippy. Brammy is here. That's Darren Bramley and Rebecca. They are in La Francais.
Chippy's in
Darren is, of course, in the midst of the ITV shake-up with the Loose Women and Lorraine and GMB. And This Morning.
Yeah.
So sending you love, Darren, because I know you're going through difficult times. Yeah. Carl says he would be drinking his can of apple tango while he's waiting.
Oh, like a little aperitif.
Lucy's in Stourbridge. Now, here we go. Lucy would have kebab meat with salad and chips with lemon sauce, which you were perturbed by, weren't you?
It was just the lemon juice.
Lemon juice on chips?
No, is it on the meat or the chips?
Chips with lemon juice.
Lemon juice. I know it's like vinegary, but...
Gareth is over in Porto, Ola. He'd have ordered chips, battered burger and onion rings.
Oh, that brings back memories.
Isn't she? Jason Darcy's just had a nice curry and he's glugging down a cold Spanish beer and nibbling on some salty treats.
Oh, lovely.
Andrew Jones, he says, when I grew up in Birkenhead, the Chinese Chippy used to do the most divine onion gravy and chips, and they used to put a sheet of cellophane over the top to keep the paper dry.
Oh, that rings a bell.
I remember.
I was in a cellophane, but I had a piece of greaseproof.
Carl is in West Watford, and he'd just have takeaway chips from McDonald's.
That's fine.
Oh, Carl. What's it? How do we say it? Oh, Carl. What's it? Carl.
Carl? You mean the Victoria Wood one?
Yeah. Oh, Carl. Dale is in Bridlington. Fish chips, curry sauce, gravy and scraps. Helen's in Hull. Andrew Jones says he's missed us. We've missed you too. BG Bear is here. BG Bear, we want to wish you...
Congratulations and celebrations. La 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 la.
Just wondering if I've got anything that would be congratulations for you. Let's have a look.
Patience wearing thin.
Well, not that. Right. But we want to wish you happy nuptials. So BG Bear and Craig got married.
They tied a knot in it
2 weeks ago.
Oh, they look dapper, didn't they?
Lots of love, BG. So BG Bear, congratulations. Lily Law is here.
Hello, dolls.
Karen Brown is here. She says, hello, lovely people. Hope everyone's well and staying cool. It's boiling here in the States. It's hot here as well.
Well, it's all right here. It's been awful last week. Lots of rain, wasn't it?
Yeah, today's been nice. Joel is in Windsor. He'd have Savoy, chips, Place. Savoy Place. Place, scraps, and mayo. Coral Daft is here. Hello, Coral.
Hi, Coral Dolls.
And Seven Networks just popped in a little note to Coral saying 25% off 6 jam sheds at Morrison this week.
I bet she knows, you know.
My dad is here, which means my mum is here, and my dad's most probably gone downstairs to watch some
Hi,
sports.
David.
Coral would have fish chips and gravy. Andrew is in Schwarzenberg.
Oh,
Andrew Jackson.
Yes, he is. Yeah, because he can't come next week, can he?
Oh no, yeah, you're in the Rhine Valley. I don't know.
We'll miss you, darling.
We'll miss you.
But we're glad you're over in Germany.
Andrew's a stalwart of our events.
I think he's off to a wedding, isn't he?
He would have haddock and chips with plenty of salt, but no vinegar. Katie then says Jake is in Scarborough.
Oh, Jake's back.
Jake's
back from the army.
Jake would have fish chips, a small battered sausage, and gravy and curry sauce.
Oh, two sauces.
I've gone off Jake.
What are you on about?
When those sauces like congeal together.
Why don't you put one bit on one side? Well, you might be a dipper.
Double dipping. I think we all know Jake is a double dipper. Right, SG Turner is in. Helen from Hull. Now, she's tried to type this about 4 times, but she kept pressing enter. She would have, she says, our Chippy does patty bites.
Oh, that's clever, isn't it?
4 delicious mini patties.
Oh, like patty popcorn.
She does. They do
It's a name, isn't it?
patty popcorn. She says they do cheesy patty bites, but that's a bridge too far. I think I'd love a cheesy patty bite.
That's heading for you. She could be a bit posh.
BG Bear is in. He's on his chaise longue. He's waking from a lovely nana nap. He'd have fish chips, mushy peas, lashings of vinegar, and a haggis.
Yeah. Isn't it funny about different parts of the world?
There's
a lot of curry sauce in Yorkshire.
Where's that?
Mushy peas is up where BG is.
We were watching
gravy down where Coral is.
We were watching a vlog of some people in Stratford upon Avon.
We won't say what watching.
And and they went, oh, isn't it funny? Where you imagine everyone who's lived in that house
500 years
they're
not here anymore.
Isn't it funny thinking
Isn't it funny
that?
they're not here anymore?
Isn't it funny thinking that people lived there?
They're not here anymore.
And then they always say, oh, doesn't it remind you of Gandalf?
Oh, it's like Downton Abbey.
Doesn't it remind you of Harry Potter? Let's have a look who else is here. BG Bear says our Chippy's got an app and delivery, so he doesn't have to queue with the riffraff. Let's have a look. Anyone else here? Chris is watching a Venom film at the same time. What's that about?
Venom.
know.
Oh, Venom.
Helen's
Venom with,
bit.
what's his face?
With Tom Hardy.
Tom.
Carl says, oh, boys, it was my birthday last month. Wish me a happy birthday. It's very blunt of Carl. Oh, it's my birthday last month, so wish me happy birthday.
Do you get happy? Do you get
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday a month ago, Carl.
Happy belated birthday, Carl.
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 Let's have a look. Lots of wishes to Marcia. Lots of wishes to Little Pegwell Bay. Let's have a look. There's lots of other messages popping in. So let me just get these. I'm going to just do the capital ones now. Karen Avy's here. She's on a train. She says the Wi-Fi's not strong enough. Lee Ludlow is in. Stuart Cahoon
Bloody
is in.
Cahoon and
Paul
Ludlow.
McFarlane is in. So all the Natter House are popping along.
In the Natter House. Do.
Lovely Natter House. It's like sung in a little soft Irish
I like
lilt.
that song.
Then Carl says, Carl says, it's my birthday last month. Wish me happy birthday.
We've just
again.
He just wanted a happy birthday.
BG Bear says, I've got some good Chippy slipper mules.
That's good. Oh, that's good. Are you wearing them next week, dolls?
Dale says, I used to go to our Chippy in Leeds in my slippers. It was only up road.
You do.
Tracy says, but we have British Irish pubs that do have fish and chips in them. Carl then says, wish me happy birthday, because it was my birthday last month. Carl.
And call me Mr. Banshee.
We're not calling you Mr. Banshee. We'll call you Carl. Mrs. Hughes.
Mrs. Hughes, that's it.
Oh, Mr. Carson. Oh, Mr. Carson, I couldn't help it. I was just, I had my ear against that grate, and I happened to hear that you murdered someone.
Mr. Carson?
No, he didn't. I'm making it up. But she's always got her ear on a
I
grate.
think you've got the wrong character.
And then what do they what do they drink from? Oh, come on in, Mrs. Patmore.
Come and get a really large sherry.
Sit down and we'll drink sherry out of a thimble
A very
glass.
small decanter.
And what does Mrs. Patmore say?
Meat, soup. I'm off to bed. I'm up at 3.
The Bramleys would have poisson collant et frites avec mayonnaise.
Yeah. It's all French, isn't it?
Michaela Roberts is here. Hello, Michaela. Karen doesn't have a chippy in North Carolina, but she would like to taste the brown sauce.
There's a sauce in America which is similar, and I can't remember what it's called.
Karen, they actually call it daddy sauce here. Andrew Jones says, Alan, the cats do love a bit of tail end.
They do, that's what you give your cats.
And then he says they take after him.
And if you have fish and chips, your cats have to have some other fish.
SG Turner would have a cone of chips in the old polystyrene cone with plenty of vinegar washing around the bottom and with plenty of scraps, all for a shiny 50p piece.
I'm expecting he knocks that vinegar back at the end like a shot. Oh.
Stuart Cahoon is in Lisbon. He'd had battered cod, chips, mushy peas and curry sauce.
Peas and curry sauce.
James Brett, James and Jason are down in Worthing. Fish and chips large to share with curry sauce. Lee Ludlow, message will take
the order back. I bet it's his mucky.
Michaela Roberts is at Caroline. Oh, Michaela Roberts is mucky Michaela.
Oh, is it?
She's at Caroline Dales. She'd like to have a small haddock, chips, mushy peas, lots of vinegar, and a panda pop.
Oh, panda pop.
A panda pop. Does anyone ever get a pudding from a chippy?
Yeah, well, I was
just not battered Mars
bars. Who was
bars.
I talking to about Mars bars?
But back in our day,
I'm doing it again. Battered Mars bars. Battered Mars bars. Oh, it was Glenn, wasn't it?
Glenn
we're talking
from
about fried.
Shetland.
We're talking about fried.
Back in our day, could you get puddings from chippies?
No.
Not at all.
No.
Not even an Arctic
Your
roll.
pudding was your buckle of pop.
Andrew Jones won the Halloween fancy dress somewhere, dressed as Zombie Robert Smith. Carl's saying, wish me a happy birthday. Nibbles and Bubbles says, a patty when I was growing up was sliced potato with a layer of fish deep fried in batter.
Yes. I had that from Carol's place, didn't I?
He did. In Cumbria, they did corned beef patty and bean patties. BG Bear hasn't had one for a year. Joel Hazeldean wants to add a battered burger to his order. Do you remember when you went on like a coach trip somewhere? Did you ever do this on a coach trip?
Yeah.
And they do a big chippy order.
Oh, yes.
And
they'd ring ahead.
Yeah, the coach would pull over.
Yeah, they'd ring ahead about half an hour. And then you'd be like, oh, I hope I get my right order.
And the sort of coach where then you'd have to, someone would come round to put in a quid for the driver.
Yeah, give me a pound. And we smelled his coach out with fish for 3 weeks.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Lee Ludlow says, I've no idea what the chippy tea is. It's far too posh.
I bet she's had plenty of sausage in her gob.
Hidden Doorways just got back from the chippy. Let's have a look. Anyone else?
Well, I want bloody chippy now.
Jason says, I think our Scylla must be down the chippy getting her Bobby's tea. Yeah, but I think our Scylla, we might have lost our Scylla because we've been so on and off. Scylla likes contracted work.
Yeah, she disappears.
We're treating her like LWT.
She disappears to other channels, doesn't she? Yeah.
Right, I think that's about it. Dale Ibbotson says, I saw Tom Hardy with his top off years ago when I did extra work on Wuthering Heights.
Yeah.
I think Tom Hardy might be a little bit AC/DC.
Well, I've seen his quotes. Have you seen that?
Well, he sort of says he is a bit.
An actor, of course.
Helen says, is Tom Hardy in Venom? It's just a black shape of goo. Is that him? That's him.
Yeah, that's him, dolls.
Right. Let's have a look over this side. Right, over here. Oh, Pip's burst in. Pip, shalom.
First of all, shalom, dolls.
Friday is officially Chippy Tea Day.
Yeah.
When my friend Caroline was growing up, she is a Jewish lady, and I used to hang out at hers every night after school. And on Fridays, she'd say, "You have to go early because it's Chippy Tea." I thought for years Chippy Tea was a Jewish festival, and it was on the Sabbath of the Jews.
Chippy Tea. Chippy
Tea. So, what would you have for your Chippy Tea? Right over here.
Let's have a look and see who's in the little.
There's lots of messages.
Little Joel's popped. He always pops to both
She pops
rooms,
in.
doesn't
She pops in, gets a little drink, and pops back to the other half.
And the lovely Sarah Simpson's there. Hello, dolls. And she was asked after Peggy. Lovely Melanie. Hello, dolls. How are you, darlings? Andrew Orme. I'll chat about you in a minute, my love. Melanie said she'll have haddock and chips and a giant sausage. A lot of people have a giant sausage on the side, don't they?
Yeah, your brother used to have a sausage.
Yeah, I think it's like a
always.
starter. You should start
Alan's
that.
brother once ate in central London. Ate was it a cold meat pie?
Yeah, from Sainsbury's.
A meat pie from Sainsbury's, and like ate the pastry off the top of it, and then like lapped.
And then he wolfed down a pepperami, which
Lapped the innards.
which then made its person known later on in the gay club we went in.
Oh yeah, honestly, and I was there with a little vegan wrap and some falafel.
I can smell your pepperami. Sarah Simpson from Langley, sausage and chips. Just
Nice,
sausage and chips.
simple to the point.
Yep. Mark Mundane Pearson.
Hello, Mark.
Dolls. Mark from Sheffield. Proper Yorkshire fish cake with chips and curry sauce. See, curry sauce again, Yorkshire.
Do you know what I want? If I don't eat fish, if I did have a fish cake, I'd want it to be one of them bright orange ones that's like got bubbles on it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Breadcrumbs.
And he said have a can of dandelion and burdock on the side.
Nice.
Chilled, of course. Lovely Mark from the Welsh office. Hello, dolls.
The Welsh office swanned in very late, and he says apologies for the tardiness. I was making a new Greek meal. And then he says it was glorified beans on toast. We know what they're called, don't we?
Gigantis Binos.
Was it? Gigantos Pinos.
Gigantos Binos. And they were broad beans, weren't they? Oh, I can smell your broad beans.
Do you remember that woman said, please, look
from the top?
No, when she came out and I said I was vegetarian. And she was trying to tempt us in, but all she was saying was like, we put lettuce on a plate.
We have fresh fruits. We have fresh garden vegetable.
Chef will breathe on a plate.
We have an egg. Joel's let us know over there what he'd have, but we've seen his little place, haven't we? His place of mayonnaise. Little Andrew Store's next in the line, in the Chippy. And he's in Spain.
The store's in Spain. And Andrew Store looks ever so dishy and dashing in his
Doesn't
picture.
He there? Is it a makeup?
Yeah, Andrew, we like these glasses in your little Facebook picture.
Oh, very dashy of your haircut.
I think that might be an old picture.
Oh.
Get them glasses out again.
You've heard it from top.
Andrew Store says... I'm not...
No, from the top of the... Oh.
I nearly said something naughty then. Andrew Store... Sorry, Mum. Andrew Store says they're an hour in the future.
Because they're abroad, aren't they?
How does this end, Andrew? What happens to me? Let me know what happens to me in the future.
They're watching us at an hour in the future.
What happens to me at 9:30? Next one.
Mr. Bob and Stuffer. We watched his little video the other day, didn't we?
We did. Richard Bob and Stuffer has a channel on YouTube
called Gad About Dad.
Gad About Dad.
And he took his lad to, was it called Area 53?
Area 51. Area 53. That's not as bad. It's only 2 doors down.
I love Richard's films because he goes to like Spain for a day, doesn't he? He comes back the same day.
Yeah, he goes on those extreme traces. Yeah, they go to this alien-themed restaurant, which is somewhere like Skelmersdale.
Yeah.
No, where is it? It's somewhere like... It's Scaresbrick, which is down near me.
And then I watch his video for the rest of the day. I'm going... Da-da-da-da, which is his theme tune. Lovely Alex Clark from the Welsh office.
Well, Bob and Stuffer, hang on.
Sorry,
He'd have chips with 2 litres of vinegar.
I've forgotten about his little chippy order. Alex from the Welsh office would have a rissole. Now, I keep forgetting what rissole is. Is it like a faggot?
You have to say it in Welsh accent.
A rissole. Chips and... what's Irish curry sauce?
Irish curry sauce? Cahoon. What's Irish curry sauce?
Cahoon and bloody Ludlow. What's Irish curry sauce?
Ludlow won't know. She's over there.
She's
from Sidcup.
She's over there with a sausage in her mouth. She's not from Sidcup. She's from Acton. Lee, are you from Ludlow? Are you from Acton?
Acton.
Philippe Tiago Bracaforte.
He's from the Wig Slingback.
From the Wig Slingback.
Satellite office.
And his order would be Babby's Yed, which we know that is. Yeah, Babby's Yed, chips, no gravy, fizzy Vimto.
Oh, honestly, we were toying with a soda stream the other day, weren't we? Just for fizzy Vimto.
Yeah.
Babby's Ed is...
steak kidney pudding.
A pudding.
Upside down.
So
you don't have pea wet on it, don't you?
You can have pea wet on it.
Mr. Gabbers say, hello, dolls. You don't have chippies there, do you, doll?
He'd most probably have it. Eggs over easy with Brian Pastrami.
Oh,
what's that?
That's New York.
I once went to a diner in Houston, and the sandwich was literally as long as my face, and I've got a long face. That much
Well, they're
filling.
generous sandwiches, unlike our Boots ones. Paul Eslamore says hello. He's not put his chippy order in yet. Tracy and Cannon says lots of love to Marcia. And, of course, the little Pegs. Yvette, hello, dolls. Oh, we're going to watch her programme, aren't we?
TV celebrity Yvette Nightingale is in from
Massam.
No, it's Massam.
Massam.
Which is on TV at the moment
It's a
on
little,
Sunday nights, Channel 4.
Would you call it a reality or documentary
It's
show?
like a reality documentary type show.
And I think it's about Massam, isn't it?
It's about Massam, and I think it's about opening a shop. But I don't.
Yeah.
We've not watched it. We're going to watch it.
Because, of course, our lovely Yvette's in it. Joanne Bodell. She's from Lisbon. What's she from the Natter House?
What's Irish curry sauce, Joanne Bedell?
Joanne Bodell, what's Irish curry sauce? Recipe or ingredients,
Oh,
please?
here we go.
Sarah Simpson says, it's my mum's birthday on the 21st of May when you was away, Jamie.
Well, Elaine Simpson.
Just for you.
This is for you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
That's better.
There you go, Elaine. You get both birthday songs and Julie Goodyear with a fag.
Listen to this order.
I remember it was your birthday, Elaine, because I popped it on your little wall. Happy birthday. Joanne Bodell from Lisbon. Chip butty and raw onions and veggie burger.
Raw onions.
Oh, from a chippy.
I don't think any of our chippies would even offer a raw onion, would they?
No, I'm not even sure they'd have onions on the counter. Yeah.
Andrew Storr says, and our pies will never make you gippy.
I thought it meant the ham pie then.
Oh, here she is.
Oh, here she is. Timmy Alex Carrington Ward. He says, Chippy slippers. I can imagine her walking down to the,
I can imagine her
to the
tottering
spa
down.
in a Chippy slippers, and I don't mean the health and beauty parlour. I mean the local Chippy spa. Getting a little bottle of champagne for the bath.
I know, she thinks she's all it, but I bet she's there and her
She's all fair coat, no nipples.
tracky popped down a bit so you can see the top of her thong.
She says she drinks champagne in the bath. I think it's just Vimto.
Here we go. Andrew saw this one.
Andrew Storr said his mum used to work in a chippy when he was very young, and would have haddock each, chips between us, and peas and curry. Chip loves chips. Chip, of course, is the little monkey. Philippe, in my youth, we had Josie's chippies, and I would go every week with my mum. Josie ran it for years. She was lovely. Timmy, again being posh, said he'd have a grilled cob. What's a grilled cob?
Oh, cob is like a bap in it.
Or has he spelt it wrong, saying cod?
No, cob, like a crusty cob, like a bap.
A grilled cob? So you'd have a grilled bap?
So like a toasted bap?
Oh, okay.
Or maybe he's talking about a corn cob that's been griddled.
Ooh, that's very posh, isn't it? That's very London.
He
isn't
thinks
it?
he's posh. He thinks he's all... You think you're all that, but you're not.
Suzanne Elizabeth George says scallops with curry sauce. Scallop? Oh, I mean your potato scallops, I think, don't
Was
you?
it Suzanne George that we were obsessed with for a bit?
The actress Suzanne George.
Yeah.
Susan George.
Susan George. When she was in EastEnders, she played Terence's girlfriend for
Somebody's
a bit.
girlfriend.
But we used to say she'd be like proper.
She was
I
proper-
need rehearse.
Yes, I've come to...
I'm sorry,
I've
Martin.
come
Can
to
we
the
rehearse
East End.
this? I've studied stagecraft.
What's this pink sheet? New lines to learn in an hour. Joanne Bodell,
We've
she's
read
telling
one.
us about that.
Mark Stapleton's
Hello,
here.
Mark.
Hello.
Dolls, how are you, love?
Mark Stapleton says, "Hell, Alan Jamie," and then he says, "Oh no, sorry,
He
man,
meant
hello."
hello. Mark, of course, is a big fan of Maggie Barg, and she sends her love to him. Philippe says he can't come to the prom this year because Richard's busy doing GCSE marking. Oh, you would be missed, though. You always miss you too.
He says his mum's threatening to come to a live event with us next time we come down. She's had new bionic eyes in after a cataract surgery, so she'll be able to see us. Richard Bobbins Duffer says a patty when he was growing up was a slang for a fanny, and I think he means front bum.
Yeah. Peter Brook Jones, Rissole and chips. Is that a question mark?
That's
for
a
the
question
Welsh
for those
office?
Welsh offices.
Louise Dudman. Oh, she's at the open air, isn't she?
Yeah, she's watching Natalie and Brulia down
She's
the road.
She said she's just had scampi and chips. That's posh, isn't it? having scampi?
She's running the merch room at the Cause.
It's the Cause playing, aren't they? Where we are. Paul McFarlane dolls. How are you? Has he put his order in?
He hasn't put his order in, I don't think, unless I missed it. It needs to be in capitals, Paul.
Elizabeth Woodward, I think's Katie's mum, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
She says, nobody's mentioned pickled eggs. Well, you're the first one, my love. Or Wally's.
What are Wally's?
What are Wally's? Are they sausages?
Oh, do you remember the...
She said no Chippy tea because she's got no teeth.
Do you remember the pickled eggs floating around in like grey water?
Yeah, and the woman would like put her hand in
a big jar
and shake it off and put it in Elizabeth, you can have Chippy tea, can't she?
Nicky Baxter
with gums.
Just popped in saying, "Remember me?"
Oh, how can I forget you, my darling? Nicky's got a little new pussycat.
Has she?
Called Biscuit.
Mark Stapleton, I like cod and chips and mushy peas tartar sauce from the local pub takeaway.
Oh.
Here we go. And Gabby Chassé with his... He says, those sandwiches that I'm talking about are called Dagwoods. Hey, I want a Dagwood. They're named after an American cartoon character named Dagwood Bumstead, who ate sandwiches about 2 feet high.
And your mouth's going to go... Mm.
I think Dagwood Bumstead was one of Jason Darcy's early nicknames, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Where are we?
We're missing lots of messages, my loves, but we are so glad that you're all back and that you're chitty-chatting to everyone.
Chitty-chat-chat.
Chitty-chat-chat, chitty-chat-chat. Okay, Pip says if he's at the coast, he'd have a parsley cake. Pip's a bit of class, isn't he? I'd have a parsley cake and chips.
What's
Otherwise,
a parsley cake?
It means a patty. Otherwise, he'd have an unbattered sausage and chips with mushy peas.
Oh, yeah.
Parsley cake.
You see, peas again that way, isn't it? Peas that way. Oh no, it's Huddersfield.
No, he's in the Miggle.
Oh, is he in the Miggle?
He's in like Halifax or somewhere like that.
Yeah.
Which is the one that
Nicky
I did
says
Evil
biscuit
Aliens
says
in.
meow meow.
Which is the one I did Evil Aliens in? Not Huddersfield. Halifax. Was it posh?
Mm. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, Elizabeth said Wally's are very big green pickles.
Pickle gherkins.
Gherkins, or like a Wally's.
Wally's.
Now that's something Gabs would have, isn't it?
Over here. So the Welsh office have gone silent on us, which we are livid about because we pay them a wage. But Hidden Doorway has popped in with Irish curry is lovely. It's spicier than the original curry sauce.
I like the look of that, or the sound of that. Anyway, I want to just say a quick thank you to some folks. First of all, we'd like to say a thank you to Pip. Shalom.
Shalom, Pip.
Who's popped us a few little presents through the post for the up-and-coming bingo.
For the 1980s prom bingo, which is next Sunday. So he sent us some lovely leg warmers to give away as prizes and a nice 80s puzzle book.
Yep. And while Jamie was away, I had a lovely new little package from Joel, Sarah and Elaine. And in it was, I'm going to show you this couple of
Your
things.
birthday, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think we showed what you got me last time. But this was a late present. Can you do that for me, darling? There?
Cover your face.
Can you see it? Are they looking at it? Can you see it's a little piece of artwork?
It's a little framed. Was it framed as well?
Yeah, it came framed. You're terrible, Muriel.
You're a terrible Muriel.
I was watching a documentary about Muriel's wedding, and they were interviewing the actress who plays her, and she said she can't believe how her quote from "You're terrible" took off. That's all people say to her. All she gets is "You're
terrible, Muriel."
I don't think she's an actress anymore.
Oh,
but she said all I get is like "You're terrible, Muriel."
Mark Hall's burst back in saying, "Have we had a question? I'm sorry, I was eating some Toblerone." Oh, they're like them old swingers from El Dorado, Alex and Mark, aren't they? What Rosemary and Alex Clark also says we're here, boys, and says, "Can we wish everyone a belated Susan Bovell Day?"
And if you don't know who Susan Bovell is, it's
June Dad.
It's June Dad. Joel also sent these. Some little badges. Look at that.
Little Your Terrible Muriel's wedding badges, and it says one of them, my favourite, is Deirdre Chambers. What a coincidence.
They're lovely
Love
presents.
Muriel's wedding.
They're lovely. I'd also like to thank the wonderful Andrew Orme, who about 2 or 3 weeks ago sent us this.
Day by day, oh dear Lord. It's like worlds collide. It's like the Avengers film.
So we can now listen to Sue Pollard's Day by Day song with the wonderful voice of our Scylla.
Look at Scylla's outfit.
I know, isn't she great? Look at that. I'm glad she pulled that tie out.
I think I could dress like that within 20 minutes.
Have you got a silk blazer?
I think I'd put one of my blazers inside out. It might have pink lining.
You've got a blue shirt, I know that. We've got the wig, and I could make you that tie up some tin foil. Yeah. So thanks, Andrew, for that. And also this week...
Look at track number 3.
Help Me Jesus. Oh, Help Me Jesus.
Look at this. Track number 3 is a Help Me Jesus. Track number 4 is...
I Hate Sunday. Make your mind up, Scylla.
That one, I Don't Know How to Love Him from Jesus
I
Christ.
don't know how
Is this
to
Scylla's
love him.
Bible album? Gypsies, Tramps and Thieves. Oh.
Anyway, from the Andrew Orme Book Club this week came this.
Here's one I made earlier.
Well, it was actually addressed to the pies, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it's the Blue Peter Book of Crafts. And it actually does include the...
Tasty Island.
No.
The Advent Crown.
Yeah. Which I shall get to show you.
Oh, the fate. Oh,
there it is.
But the pies are going to burn the house down this Christmas.
Yeah. So there is already a craft that Pam's decided to make this coming Christmas. So you'll have to wait till then.
Right, I'm going to... Is Muriel's Wedding on any streaming platforms?
Oh,
I think it
sure.
is,
It might be. It comes and goes, doesn't it?
They've just done... It was on stage, I think in Leicester, the musical Muriel's Wedding. Boys, look up that musical because the whole of the chorus are in their little tidy swimming trunks.
No, budgie smugglers.
Right, Scylla's hair. Shades, please. What shade hair has Scylla got there? And we're going to play some adverts and we'll be back on the other side of these.
Wow. Talk about sheer terror. Well, what did you think so far? Listen, this side is about to come to an end, but I want you to be sure and flip over to the other side where the best of Hollywood beckons. I'm going to freshen up a little bit, so I'll see you on the other side. Honey, why don't we get some more wine, more hors d'oeuvres, more everything?
Okay.
Okay.
The water in Mallorca doesn't taste like what it ought to.
No. The water in Majorca don't taste like what it ought to.
The water in Mallorca doesn't taste quite how it should.
Majorca.
Mallorca?
Majorca.
Mallorca.
Hi, Dale. Any danger of some refreshment in here?
Here you are. Get your laughing gear in there.
Oh, golly. The water in Majorca...
What's that?
Don't taste like what it oughta. Gosh. The water in Majorca don't taste like what it oughta.
She's cracked it. She's only cracked it.
You're absolutely wrong.
Heineken refreshes the parts what other beers cannot reach.
If you want to keep the hunger pangs at bay,
You need a filling breakfast. The Weetabix.
okay? Fresh.
Now you get extra freshness with Surf. So let Surf get on with your wash while you get on with your life. Surf Automatic cleans thoroughly, even at today's lower temperatures. Surf is programmed to get your colors bright, your whites true white, and everything fresher than ever. And now with extra freshness, it makes more sense than ever to use Surf.
Ronald McDonald's got time for you. It's time to meet his friend Big Mac too. They're off to McDonald's for a great time. Come on down, you'll get along fine. Hamburglers smiling too. At McDonald's, there's a great time for you. Ronald McDonald's got time for you.
When you buy a travel card, you can not only get cheaper travel on the tube, on top of that, you get the buses for free. The travel card.
Just fancy that, it's low in fat. Goodness gracious, great ball of cheese.
Edam, low in fat.
Hello. My name's Blake. I started today.
Hello.
Oh, reading your horoscope, I see. What's your sign?
Gemini.
Today you will meet a tall, dark stranger.
Wonder who that could be.
Exciting job opportunities await you.
To find out what really lies ahead, talk to Reed Employment. With hundreds of new jobs each week, you can't put your future in better hands.
I'm a Virgo, you know.
Can't say I'm altogether surprised.
You know what I could do with?
What?
No?
It's a drink.
A drink?
It's a blend of 3 types of the finest coffee beans.
Finest coffee beans?
Specially roasted to give it a richer, smoother flavour.
Smoother flavour?
Oh, it begins with an N and ends in an E. And there's no better tasting...
Coffee?
Oh, you are rotten, pretending you haven't got it.
He's never without it.
Nescafe. Coffee at its best.
Hi, I'm back. And so are you. You know, I feel as though I know you. Well, at least we share some of the same tastes. Oh, I'm sorry about the cheese puffs. I ran out. But I still have quiche. This looks like a good one. Let's try it.
End the madness. How? I don't know. I wish I did. I wish I could put an end to that.
Oh, Julie, in a little or other ways.
A couple of things that come up in the chitty chat. So what I noticed is Mika is here. Hello,
magic,
Mika.
Mika magic.
Oh, we should Mika.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
It's the beginning of Mika's birthday festival.
Extravagance.
So I think Mika's birthday might be next week, but it begins now.
Also, regarding birthdays, I must thank our lovely friend, Auntie Lillian, over in Lisbon, for my wonderful present. Oh, where is she? There she is. Look at that.
Look at that face.
Look at that face.
The face only
a face that could launch 1,000 ships, isn't it?
I think she's sat in Scarborough Weatherspoons there.
Do you know I think she is? And what does it say? Swish, swish.
She's saying swish, swish.
And if you don't know already, our wonderful Stuart Cahoon is good friends with Auntie Lillian, who has her own channel. And Stuart also has his own channel, the Stuart's Natural House.
Lillian pops up on TikTok.
TikTok, doing a little dancing, a little singing. So thank you for that, my darlings. I shall take that out on my next walk around Scarborough with it full of hot tea.
So my question is, Jason said, hiya, Mike, to Mika. What have you ever been? What was your name mistaken for? So I'm sure Coral gets called Carol a lot. I used to get called James all the time. Do you ever get anything?
Not Alan, but my surname is Gibbons. But I get Gibbons, Gibbon, Gibbon, Gibson. That's what I get.
What's your name? What variants of your name have you had? Andrew Jones says Mike Magic is a darker shade of wood nymph. Gabs Chassis says the gentleman in the travel card advert looked a bit like the husband of the quiche serving lady. Oh, Gabby Chassis, look, he loves all the men in the ads, doesn't he?
Does, yeah.
Did you like the man in the? I can't even remember what advert he was.
Was it the work?
The man who came and leant over his secretary.
That was Terry, wasn't it? From
Terence from EastEnders.
EastEnders, yeah.
Also Darcy DeFarcy.
We've had some great suggestions for Silla's hair, haven't we?
Yes, but we have a winner. Our favourite is.
We had. We got some suggestions, haven't we? Should we read suggestions out?
I can't find them. Caramelised squirrel poop.
That was Nikki Baxter.
Andrew Storr says when she was getting her hair coloured, she says, "Can you make it Mortician?" And they misheard and made her look like an Undertaker.
Clever.
Mortician.
That's clever.
And this was our favourite.
Bruised Satsuma.
Which is from Felipe Tiago Brachioforte.
Because bruised Satsuma, of course, we all know that's Satsuma that's been left at the bottom of the fruit bowl.
And it goes maybe a little bit powdery as well.
Yeah, it can go powdery, or it could just dry up.
No. Jan Bedell says her son drew this for Lillian, this picture. I think it's taken from a picture in Scarborough.
Well, it's a drawing, though. Look, it's not a photo. So he's done a good job, hasn't he?
Let's have a look over here. When the Edam advert, was like a little flashback memory.
I had
nugget.
weird thoughts about Edam when I was little.
I love Edam. I loved Edam when I was a kid.
My mum would buy it, and I was going, "What's the red bit?" She said, "You don't eat that bit. Like, don't eat it. Don't ever eat it." I was like, "Well, I won't. But what is it?"
I love Edam. I love a bit of Edam.
And you used to put it off and run in a little ball.
No, never.
I didn't have many toys.
Diangela is here, I think. Mika Magic says, "Look at you, Jamie, in your Keith Haring shirt. Fabulous." You ain't seen half of it, Mika. For all of those who like Jamie's lallies, I'm in shorts. Keith Haring shorts.
Yeah, enough of that. You'll get them going.
Yeah, you nearly saw me.
Nearly saw your knickknacks.
Nuggets with chicken nuggets. It's a little matching set.
His leisure suit, of course, from the well-known what do you call it? Shop.
Vinted. It's next, though, I think. Andrew Jones says, "My Italian maths teacher used to call him Handrew. She did it on purpose because she didn't put a H on any other words beginning with an A." BG Bear says, "People always call me Jeff with a J. One of my mad patients insisted that I was called Billy Atkinson, the butcher's boy." Anyone else over here with Jason Rigby used to get Rigsby. Philippe Brachioforte says, "My computer teacher used to call me Phyllis. Does that count?"
It's a bit rude, isn't it?
Gemma Alexander from To the Side of Aldi.
Road.
Aldi's been shut for a week.
Oh, well, honestly,
We're bereft.
We're on rations, aren't we?
I'm like Nick Cotton when Dot locked him in that lounge.
We've no food. You never had to boil him an espadrille because he's vegetarian, haven't we?
Honestly, I've only got one block of tofu left. Gemma says she used to get called Gamma by one teacher all the way through secondary school.
We used to have this woodwork teacher who used to go through the register at the beginning and go like, it'd go things like, Beresford, Carter.
Hello, Darrington Lee Michael, who says, "Going completely off topic, how's your little dog?" We spoke about Peggy at the start of the hour. She's okay. She's not going to get better, but she is good at the moment.
She's having a lovely life.
So she has highs and lows.
Yeah.
She's 15, so she's hardly ever been to the vets in all those 15 years. This year she's been more than she's been her whole life. But she's okay. She's barking downstairs, so she's all right.
She's having a good week.
Joanne Bodell, I think it's pronounced Bodell, gets her surname pronounced Bodell, Waddle, or Bodell. Oh, well, how's it pronounced, Joanne?
Is it Bodell? I'm presuming it's Bodell.
Let us know. A social worker for Nicky Baxter wants us to speak to Nicky Backstairs. Nicky Baxter says Edam is the only cheese that's made backwards.
Oh, she's on the ball, isn't she, with that wordplay?
Andrew Storr says, "Didn't someone on here once say they used to eat the rind off Baby Bells?"
Oh no, it must get stuck. It must get lodged somewhere. And
I love the conversations on here because we miss all of your comments really. And so Melanie Fairley suddenly said, "Talking of knickknacks, whatever happened to cheesy knickknacks?"
Yes, I remember them. They came back and then they went. They're a bit like what do they call them? The American ones, Nibbler.
Cheetos.
Cheetos. The little.
Joel William Hazeldine says, "Some can't pronounce my surname, Hazelden." What is it? Are we pronouncing it wrong? Hazeldine. Alex gets said. People say, "Is that Alec? Alex as in Alexander? Alexandra?" No. And is that Clark with an E or without? Joanne Bodell is pronounced Bodell. Bodell.
What are we doing? Bodell.
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 Not Bodell. Bodell.
Bodell.
Lee Ludlow. My mum used to call... Oh, I don't know what this is referring to. That's missed messages. Let's have a look. Mika gets called Mike, Malika, Misha, Michelle, Mimi, America. America.
I promised you America.
BG Bear gets called Jedburgh. Mika Magic says, "My brother's called Kai," so you can imagine between us what we were called. Andrew Jones, "I sent away for something pre-internet. They asked me what my surname was. I said it's Jones. When it arrived, it was addressed to Andrew It's Jones." My mum used to be called Elijah Lewis. I still don't know why. Paul McFarlane says, "I get called Capital Paul. I don't know why."
I wonder why.
Nicky Baxter says, my name's spelt Baxter, but it's pronounced Bouquet." Joel says it is Hazeldine, just like the singer Hazeldine. Coral says, my GP loves calling Mrs. Daft in high decibels. Joanne says, yes, it's Bo Dell.
Bodell.
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 Bodell. Right, lovelies. What should we talk about? It's 9 o'clock.
Well, we can talk about summer. What plans have you got for summer?
What plans have we got for summer?
We haven't got any.
We haven't got any. We've got an ill dog. We can't do anything. We're getting ready for our prom, which is next Saturday.
Sunday.
So next Sunday. So we'll get dresses ready and hair ready.
So it's sold out, which is good.
Ready.
We're also we've also been
prizes ready.
We've also got our
quizzes ready.
We've got our other shows on sale as well, and they're doing pretty well, aren't they?
Yeah, we've got the Halloween show, which I think is 50% sold.
Yeah,
I think both of them are, and the Christmas show about the same.
Yeah.
The show in York isn't on sale yet, but will be on sale very soon.
Yep.
We're seeing the Sandwells. I know they're coming up. Lady V is recovering.
Yep,
she's in recovery.
Well. I think
she's started to go back to school.
Yeah,
isn't she?
yeah. I think it's a temporary thing, but she went back to school to see how she can.
Oh, look at these! Look at this. Lee Ludlow, message retracted. Lee Ludlow, message retracted.
He could be writing filth. He's got a dirty mind, that one. That's why they're always in solitary.
Coral says, Scarborough, here we come. Only a few sleeps to go. Lee Ludlow says, I've got fat fingers tonight. Andrew Storr says, I've spelt my surname so often I created an alias called Estee O Double Dare.
I was just thinking now about, names and stuff, and somebody said about school names. Some teachers give you some really weird names. I had a PE teacher who used to call me Webbo.
Oh, yeah, you said this before.
Or Gibbo. Because he called me Gibbo instead of Gibbons, and then it changed to Webbo, because there was a sort of Webster's Bitter advert about a giant. And go watch out for Webbo. And because I was little, he thought it was funny to call me Webbo.
My PE teacher used to call me Sweet Cheeks.
Nikki said her summer's going to be avoiding daylight and heat.
Didn't listen.
Sorry, Sweet Cheeks, I heard it. I call you Sweet Cheeks.
Yeah, but a PE teacher shouldn't.
No, that's wrong. So yeah, she'd be skulking in the gloom and doom. Anybody else saying what they're doing this summer? Anybody got an holiday?
Actually, got to go on. We're back to small talk, awful small talk.
We're like hairdressers, aren't we?
Haven't been. So, over the last couple of weeks, we've been watching the Final Destination films because then I was going to come back from Abu Dhabi and we were going to go and see the last Final Destination film at the cinema. So we wanted to watch them all to catch up. Anyway, we can't. So we're waiting to see the last film at the moment. But what we have just watched on BBC iPlayer is What It Feels Like for a Girl, which I put off for ages. I looked at the thumbnail and thought, well, that doesn't look like we'd enjoy it. It's only about 2 weeks ago, I think it came out. But it was promoted, and I thought, that's like I Kissed a Boy or whatever. It's that sort of, I thought it's not for us. Anyway, then I read a really good review of it. And we watched it. We've watched it over the last sort of 3 weeks, haven't we? Yeah. 3 nights. It's really good.
Yeah.
You should watch it. It's set in like 2000 it starts, when the millennium. And it's set in like the gay clubs of like our youth. So any of you who are about our age, you're probably like, it'll remind you of all sorts of stuff. Yeah. It's rude. It's got lots of willies in it. But it's good, isn't it? There's one episode which was a bit rubbish with Faye Ripley in it.
That was a bit like a student film.
Yeah, but the rest of it's really good. Yeah. Gemma says Andy's taking her to Prague for her 50th, and we've booked the horror bar and requested the pinhead table. Joanne Bodle is painting a new mannequin for her pond at her allotment. She's going to call her Scylla or Lillian.
Oh, is that like a scarecrow to keep away the
Melanie
the birds?
Melanie Fairley says one of our games teachers was called Mrs. Gibbons. She was obsessed with hockey.
Like a glamorous scarecrow. I don't mean like a horrible scarecrow.
Filippo says, I can't believe you've organised a Halloween show the week after half term. We can't make that one out.
We have to work around the theatre dolls.
So Filippo, the good news is that the York Halloween show is the week before. So you can come to that one because it's Saturday night. I think it's like the 25th of October. So you can come to that one. It's a Halloween show. It's in York. You can stay in York for the night.
School nicknames. Stuart get called Stuart Cocooned.
Oh, Stuart cocooned. I might call Stuart cocooned. Do you like it? Is it going to upset you if I call it? Is it triggering? Because I quite like to call you Stuart cocooned.
Stuart Cocoon.
BG Bear says he's shopping at Temu for something to wear, but he thinks Speedos might be a bit too much.
Temu.
I want a whole table to come dressed as the Breakfast Club. Jason Darcy's off to Blackpool next month and then Luxembourg to DJ in August.
Oh, she's going to bow, isn't she, with the little records?
We're going to miss Jason Rigby, aren't we?
We
like to have
are.
our two
She's- yeah.
We want our two Jasons.
We're like a little Jasons there, don't we?
Yeah, we'll miss the pair.
We'll see him later in the year.
BG Bear says, I've been watching Glow Up, Ding Dong. You've sort of given up on all of them now, haven't you?
It's just a bit...
Too formulaic.
Yeah.
So Alan's given up on Glow Up and the interior
Drag Race.
design one and
the
Drag Race.
Oh, the Drag Race is every 5 minutes.
I'm watching them.
French Drag Race. Australian Drag Race.
I'm not watching the French Drag Race. I was joking about that.
Just
I
too many
wouldn't
drag
watch that.
races. And then I like the old fashioned drag queens. You know I do. And they're all dressed as flies or an alien. I was like, no.
Yeah, James Brett says, we totally agree about what it means to be a girl. We love the episode with the charity shop Sue in it as the boss of a call centre. Yeah, she's only got like 3 lines, isn't she? And I said to Alan, that's charity shop Sue. Helen is coming to the York Halloween show. Helen and Chris. Rich Bobbins Duff are off to Dubai, spending 16 nights on the Waldorf Astoria on the Palm. Fancy smanchy weird.
Oh, she's bad, isn't she?
Oh, Dubai's a bit common. I'm joking.
It's not. You've been there, haven't you?
Yeah, it is lovely. It's do you know what? It's lovely, but I find Dubai a bit vulgar. But you'll have an amazing time. But the kind of arrogance of wealth there, I think, is a bit vulgar. Final Destination Bloodlines is great, says Bobbins Duffer. Joanne Bodle says she has 3 large-scale ladies, all hand-painted.
Send us a photo.
Andrew Storr, still trying to get Drag Queen's Den show made. Drag Queen's Den? Have we talked about that?
Like Dragon's Den, with Drag Queen's Den.
Queen's Den. Linda LaHue says the Liza Minnelli documentary on BBC is well worth a watch. Oh, it is. It's good, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Liza. We love Liza.
Liza's life. My word.
Do you know what? I loved it, but I wanted more like modern Liza. So it sort of goes up to a certain era, like the 70s, 80s, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But I wanted to see like Liza later, you know, when she did like Stepping Out, or when she sort of eats Tyne Daly and goes on tour there.
I love things like Liza on the shopping channels. Where
Liza
she's selling stuff that she has no idea.
Oh, if you've never watched Liza on the shopping channel,
she's just put a name to it, hasn't she? Like the
amazing.
Liza Minnelli dishwasher. It washes dishes.
I sat there in my house and I was playing with plasticine and I said, these would make good earrings.
Yeah.
We're thinking of doing, right, let's run this by you.
Let's run this by. We said this, didn't we?
Yeah.
Let's run it by our friends tonight.
We're thinking of doing Bobby and Suki. So Bobby and Suki are shopping channel ladies.
Yeah.
Who we love doing. We're thinking of doing them, like reviewing actual products. So what we'll do, so it won't be like the shopping channel. We won't have the shopping channel like branding.
We won't have the shopping thing at the side.
Yeah. But they'll be the same characters. So they'll be giving sly digs to each other, but they're going to be like actually like reviewing products.
Yeah.
Our hope is that they then get kind of shared because they're funny, and that then we might get like products sent to us to review.
Yeah, somebody might send us. SodaStream might want us to.
Yeah, SodaStream might send us a SodaStream.
Yeah.
So yeah, do you think that would be fun?
Do you think it would work?
We're also going to... Pam Pie's going to review films, isn't she?
She is, yes. She wants to do films.
And we want to do Pam Pie's travel vlogging as well.
And Pam Pie has just bought loads of Lego. So Pam Pie...
Night, Andrew. Night, Adele.
Night, dolls.
It's 10:10.
8, 9. Oh, yeah, it's in
We
Spain.
never knew what happens to us in the future. He couldn't tell us, because if we knew, our hands would disappear, like in Back to the Future.
I think they're off to the karaoke bar over in Spain. A little sing-song.
BG Bear says I've been watching Coco Peru on YouTube. Oh, we love Coco Peru.
I love Coco Peru.
Do you know, one of my biggest regrets is we were going to meet Coco Peru, weren't we, and go out for tea with her.
We were.
In London.
But something came up, didn't it?
No, I think I bottled out of it because I was so shy.
We went to see her, didn't we? A live show.
Yeah, and her props got nicked by some lesbians on the front row.
Yeah, they nicked her because she was drinking water from a Coco Peru mug, wasn't she?
Yeah.
And then when she had the applause and went off, and the audience were leaving, she'd left her mug on the stage on a little table. Somebody nicked it.
Yeah. But we were, I was sort of friends with her online. This is back way before Facebook. So early days of Tinterweb. And
you invited her out for English
chatting
tea.
to her online, we were talking about the stuff that had been robbed, and we was talking about who we were. It was only, like, I would have only been 23, 24. And she was talking about English tea, and I was saying, oh, we'll take you out for English tea. And she was going, right, well, let's do a date. We'll do it. I'm over here. I don't know many people. Let's go out.
Should have
And I
done.
bottled it.
She
bottled it.
She knows of you, though, doesn't she?
She knows of us. She watches the isolation
She
engagement videos.
She chats to us and sends
chats
us
to
little
us.
messages now and then.
She
We
is
love her.
hilarious.
We love her when she goes shopping, don't we?
Yeah.
When she goes in the sort of the $5 store or whatever.
She was in a film called Girls Will Be Girls. Now, you get me that before we even saw her? Or did you get me after it we'd seen her?
I got you because we loved Vala Jean Merman, didn't we?
Yeah. It's a really funny film. Girls Will Be Girls. Vala Jean Merman, Coco Peru, and a third actor called Jack Plotnick, who plays a character called Evie, who's like an aging... He's not a drag queen, but he does this amazing character called Evie, who's like an aging... actress from like the 70s movies and stuff.
I like drag queens
so
like that.
funny.
I like drag queens who don't mind being a bit ugly or a bit rough or a bit don't mind a bit smudged lipstick.
Yeah.
Comedy drag queen.
Girls Will Be Girls. If you've never seen it, watch it. It's got a really catchy little theme tune as well.
Girls will be girls, no matter what people say.
Andrew Jones says it'd be hilarious, and he says French and Saunders shopping channel is one of his favourite things by them. Fab idea, says Mika. Linda Hughes says great idea. Brilliant idea, says Helen. Pauline Grant says love the idea of it. It'd be excellent. Mika says, have you got your song ready for prom Sunday? Please let it be an 80s belter. So at the end of the prom, we do we get everyone up and we do a dance together.
And we're also always a bit stuck for space, aren't we? Because it's such a long room. And at first we're like, oh, let's get people moving this way. And that doesn't work because people just bump into each other.
We're struggling,
so
be honest.
So it's a lot of dancing on the spot, really, isn't it?
So what I'm thinking of us doing is...
You're going to give it away now.
Yeah, because not many people... There's only 5 or 6 of you that have come into it. Thinking of doing Born to Hand Jive from Greece, which is a 70s movie, not 80s. But it's set at a high school prom. So I'll be able to teach you like the hand jive, which will be easy for people to do in their seat.
It came out in 1979, didn't it?
Yeah, so it's
on the cusp.
On the cusp. So that I think we're going to do. I might change my mind because I wanted to do You Spin Me Round by Pete Burns. I wanted to do Don't Stop Believing by Journey. But I think we might do the Born to Hand Jive.
Born to Hand Jive. It's some of them they know. A lot of people know it already.
Filippo Bracciaforte is forced Richard Bob and stuff to watch Hurricane Bianca and the sequel.
I love her.
They weren't good.
I love Bianca, but oh my god, that film.
Andrew Jones says, when Dawn French says, oh, doesn't it catch your eye nicely? They talk about Diamond Eke a lot, don't they?
Yeah, don't they have like,
Diamond Eke?
This chain is so fine.
Do you remember Peter Serafinowicz's shopping channel?
Is he like a robot?
No, the shopping channel one. There's just ants crawling over the items.
Isn't it absolutely revolting?
Mika says no comment about Born to Hand Jive. Mika, you'll get up and do it. Mika, it's easy.
You've upset her many times with the music you choose.
Mika wants like dance. We could do Dancing in the Street with David Bowie and Mick Hucknall. No, is that not Mick Hucknall?
Mika, when we see you at the end of the week, we'll go through some suggestions. It's important that we listen to our guests.
Jason Rigby said Blockbusters had a hand jive. That was 80s.
Didn't they just do it on the Friday night? It wasn't every night, was it?
Was it just Friday night?
Yeah.
Right, we'll have should we finish?
Yeah, we should go and see our little dog.
See Peggy.
We're back next week, weren't we?
I think so. We are planning video. Like we were going to make a new video this weekend, gone.
But we have issues.
We've got problems with Peggy.
Little pigs.
So we're sorry that we're not putting out lots of content. We're not good influencers at the moment. But we adore the lot of you. We passed 10,000 followers.
It was a bit of a struggle though, wasn't it, to get the last 6?
Yeah, it was like
we were really worried. And also, whenever we put a post out saying, "Oh, we're a bit close,"
we're close,
we lose people.
People drop off.
We're like, ooh.
But our 10,000th follower was Lucy Collins, a.k.a. Linda LeHughes from the Wig Slingback.
Which we're happy about, but also, like, she's been following us for friggin' years.
She's liked us, but not followed us.
But the thing is, I agree. I'm like, I don't know what follow is. I like things, but am I following it?
Yeah.
Because it just changes all the time, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know whether I'm following it or liking it or loving it or poking it.
Mika says, we need to chat. No, there's so many epic tunes. No Grease Mega Mix, please.
Okay.
But I've got to choreograph a dance routine to it. That's the hard bit.
You have a week.
All right, loves. Polly Pineapples burst in just as we're leaving with a useless fact. She's been flicking through her Rolodex. She says the Blockbusters hand jive was once a week to incorporate the longer end credits, as the rest of the week was short end credits.
Oh, was it?
All right, lovelies. We'll be back. We'll be back. Just, you see, you remember. And we've got, she didn't join us this week, but as always, let's end with some classic Scylla. We'll see you next Wednesday, I guess.
Yeah.
If not before.
Bye.
Bye.
Surprise, surprise, it's Scylla here.
Well, hello again. It's been a lovely party. A little long, but lovely. Look, I hope you enjoyed yourself. It's been fun. But you know what? I could really use a little more sleep time. Cindy? Jeffrey, why don't you watch your favorite cartoon disc for a little while? Well, I'm going back to sleep. Goodbye, everybody. Now it's your turn to have a party.
Well, what are we waiting for? Because the heat is getting on.
That was it. It was finished.